But what was the most difficult thing about the kids or raising them, or like what we went through?
Um, well, I think, with like any divorce, the beginning is really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you don't want to share your kids with other people. I mean, that's
Right.
just how it is. And you're angry and you're hurt. And I know that, like, when probably the first year or two, I don't know that I was not the nicest person, I know sometimes. And um, I was always, I said in my mind, though, I will never be that way in front of the kids. If I'm upset
Mm-hmm.
about something, or if I'm, if I everything, I won't do that in front of the kids. And so I tried really hard, and I don't think that I did. I mean, I don't know that there was ever a time that, because I didn't want them to see me be, there were times that when I first got divorced, that I remember rocking Alexa to sleep because she always had to be rocked in the rocking chair,
Uh-huh.
and she was on my lap and I'm rocking and I'm crying, and it's like, and she's always like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Oh, it's fine, mommy." But I think so. Those first years are hard, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why it took a while for me to get to the point where I was going to share everything with everybody, because I had to make myself say, I'm willing to do that. I know there was times I was mean to you. I yelled at you about getting her hair cut one time. I think I took her to get her hair cut.
I did?
Yeah, I don't know. She needed her hair cut, and you took her, and she wasn't getting. And I think I yelled at you, and I yelled at Brent, and I said, "That is not your." And I don't know why
That's
that
not
was.
our job.
Yeah, I
But
said, I don't know why that was such a big deal, but I got mad about that. And I know there were times that I didn't let you go to, like, when her school, like her preschool things. I told Brent, no, you couldn't go or something. And it was like,
I don't
and then,
remember it. I mean,
yeah,
I'll be very matter of fact. I think I may remember the hair thing, but I don't remember you
yeah. And it
ever
was at the
you
and it was like the first year,
you
and
hit it. I mean, you hit it. You may have said it to him, but you never showed it to me. I only remember, like, I mean, you and I have had our heated discussions over the years about a couple things, but it was early on. I mean, I
yeah,
don't think I really remember anything past 2001. Really, those first couple years
right,
are hard. But you know, you and Brent did the parenting. I mean, you really did you guys co-parented and communicated well. You and I probably dealt more with finances,
right,
um, and like either paying support, or when it came to college, um, and then even the wedding, um, in doing that. But I just I just tried to find my lane where I could be helpful. Little kids, I don't. It was harder for me when they were little. I think my sweet spot was probably college, and where I finally felt like I was helpful. Um, you know, I think when, I think the hardest thing was, when you see your kids hurt and everything, and you don't really know like what to do. So, like, um, when Kyle passed away,
right.
and um, just dealing with, what are you supposed to do? You know, when a, when your kids are struggling and you don't know how to comfort them, and it was a friend of theirs who committed suicide, a friend of Jordan's. And, just that, I think that they, they, they don't give you a book on parenting, but they certainly don't give you a book on what to do in
Right.
a tragic, situation like that. And then I think that was like the scariest part for me, because what did we have by the time we got home? What do we have, like 85 kids at our house?
There was a lot of them, been all looking at you for all of us for an answer. Because I still remember saying that to him, that, I don't know what to say. There's nothing I can say that's going to make this better, because it's,
No.
you know,
No.
and they're looking at you like, please, there's got to be something that you can do, you
Right.
know? And it's like,
Right.
that
And
was that very tough time.
that was a tough time. And then watching them kind of process, grief and then misbehavior, acting out probably, the bus incident again,
Yeah.
being the one to bust them, figuring out what was going on or what had
Well,
happened.
at least you figured it out. I'm sending Alexa to the bus stop to get on the bus, and their buses aren't running. So.
Right, because their senior prank was to, disable the entire bus fleet of the school district, and to which 13 of them had criminal charges and were expelled. I mean, not expelled, but suspended. Um, you know, I do find it funny that, not funny, but that group of kids is really really close. It's nice to see them all still in the neighborhood, and you
Yeah,
know,
still together. So
I know, and having kids of their
yeah,
own,